What's up, Project Golfers? Matthew Ryan here. Yesterday I took a really big step in my golf game and my golf swing, and I got my first ever lesson. I'll be honest, I was a little excited, nervous. I heard horror stories about people going to get lessons and making their swing worse. I mean, I brought my handicap down from a 30 to 13.5 on my own over the last 4 years. Since I've been trying to fix my own swing for the last 3 years without a coach, I sometimes get paralysis by analysis, and I was afraid that might happen with a coach. That was great. But lately I feel like I'm on a plateau. I've been running circles around my swing, and it just has not been getting better for about the last year. So I decided to invest in my golf game and get a 5-lesson package with my local golf pro. That was so pure. All right, for the lesson itself. The pro texted me about an hour before the lesson, and he told me that the lesson was only going to consist of an 8-iron and a pitching wedge. Honestly, I was a little bummed. I thought my driver and my long irons were going to be the thing that we'd be working on, because I feel like that's what's costing me getting low scores. But I was trying to keep an open mind because I'm not a pro, and that's why I'm contacting him. Oh, that was so pure. He had me start by hitting some warm-up shots with my pitching wedge, and he actually asked me some very thoughtful questions about my game. You know, these were questions like, what is my handicap? What is my missed tendencies? And what is my best career round score? Oh, that was so good. He really wanted to understand how I think about my own swing, which I thought was ingenious. He also said that he was only going to focus on one swing fault, to give me only 1 to 2 swing thoughts, and he stuck to his promise. While he did talk about my tempo and my setup, he only gave me 2 swing thoughts. I'll talk about my setup first. I was set up with the shaft straight up and down. He told me just to bring it a little bit forward so it's not pointed at my belly button. With my tempo, he said my tempo was really good on my good hits, and every time I had a bad hit, my tempo was off. So just to kind of focus on tempo to hit those good shots. Now, the 2 swing thoughts that he gave me was I needed to get shifted over to my lead side before I did my downswing, and to think about my club face being open on impact, and because that's why I'm hooking it. It wasn't because of swing path, it was all because of face direction. Throughout the process, I was super impressed with how positive he was. I was a little nervous about him picking apart my swing, saying everything was wrong, but he was actually super impressed that I didn't have a lesson and how good my swing looked over the last 4 years. So I was extremely happy with that. Ooh, that was good. He also took video, and I have watched a bunch of analyzing videos on YouTube, just like you probably have watched a bunch of analyzing videos on YouTube. And again, he stuck to his word. I saw probably like 5 swing faults in that video, and he just was focusing on the one fault that we could fix, and fix quickly. Now, I'm not going to say he didn't do a bunch of things. He called them experiments to see if it could quickly fix some swing faults, like distance from the ball and some other things. But he said if it didn't work out, he was going to get rid of that thought to stick with those 1 to 2 swing thoughts. It's a little fat, but... Then he talked about the upcoming lessons. I thought it was just going to be on the range lessons, but he said the next 2 lessons are going to be a full bag lesson, where I bring my full bag and we try a little bit of things with every club. After those 2 lessons, we're going to go to the putting green and do some short game, some putts, and see where I land there. What surprised me the most was the last lesson. He's actually going to go on the course with me and play some holes. I think that was really cool, because a lot of the game is mental, and even if I'm hitting it as pure as this shot, I could be messing up mentally. Okay, I'm at the range to wrap up this video. Would I recommend lessons? Heck yes. So again, my swing thoughts are my setup, a little bit more butt end towards the target, tempo. And my only two swing thoughts is get over to my left side, leave that face open. That's a perfect little fade. Right to target. I mean, does it take a certain person to get the lessons and to get value out of the lessons? Yes. If you're not willing to go into the range or go into the net and put in the work, it's not going to work. But look how pure that one is. That was a little, trying to make sure it drawed, and that was a little overcorrection. That's my miss right there. That's what he's trying to fix. I didn't feel like I left the face open though, so I know I'm going to put in the work. I know I'm going to be out here hitting balls. And that first lesson already makes it so I'm like super happy with it, because watch this. I mean, that's right at it. Maybe a little thin, but it's not going to be an overnight fix. That's why you have to come here and put in the work. Let's try that again. So I'm feeling, getting over to the side, I'm leaving the face open. Here we go. Oh, look at that. So pure. Might have been aiming there, but whew. So hopefully this video has helped you decide whether a coach or a lesson will be right for you. I think it's right for me. And if it did help you, please like and subscribe. Maybe even share it with some friends. And I will see you guys in the next Project Golf video. Oh my God, that's so pure. Right on it. I wish you guys could see that one. That is why I decided on lessons, and you should too.